The Ethiopian Red Terror 1977 to 1978. In 1977, silence became survival in Ethiopia. Doors closed, early conversations stopped when strangers approached, families waited through the night unsure who would be taken next. This was the Ethiopian Red Terror, a campaign of political violence that left thousands dead and a nation deeply scarred for decades. Ethiopia was ruled by Emperor Haile Selassie. But by the early 1970s, famine, economic hardship, and political frustration were growing. In 1974, a group of military officers seized power. They called themselves the Derg, meaning committee. After taking power, the Derg faced opposition not just from old royalists, but from rival revolutionary groups. One of the strongest was the Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Party, or EPRP. Tensions escalated quickly, assassinations began. In 1977, Mengistu Haile Mariam emerged as the dominant leader of the Derg. And he declared war, not against a foreign nation, but against political opponents at home. The Red Terror was a state-led campaign to eliminate opposition. Security forces and local militias were empowered to arrest and execute suspected enemies of the regime. Young people were especially targeted, activists, intellectuals. Many were taken from their homes. Others were arrested in the streets. Bodies were sometimes left in public places as warnings. Fear spread rapidly. Neighbors feared neighbors. Silence became protection. Estimates of those killed vary widely, from tens of thousands to possibly more. It was fueled by ideological extremism. The Derg leadership adopted Marxist-Leninist principles and saw political opposition as counter-revolutionary threats. Across the world during the Cold War, ideological battles were intense. Ethiopia became aligned with the Soviet Union. Weapons flowed in. Military power increased. And internal dissent was treated as betrayal. In the name of protecting the revolution, the revolution consumed its own people. Behind every statistic was a person. A student who never returned home. A family torn apart by suspicion. Many survivors still carry trauma decades later. Some families never recovered the bodies of loved ones. It damaged trust within communities. It silenced a generation. The Red Terror peaked between 1977 and 1978. But the Derg regime continued to rule Ethiopia for years. Civil wars, famine, and conflict followed. Finally, in 1991, the Derg government collapsed. Mengistu Haile Mariam